in the last 12 months, SEO has changed phenomenally. So a lot of people watching this are going to be executives or people who may be fairly new to SEO and haven't been keeping up with all these changes.
I've got an answer.
Give us the cliff notes. What happened in the last 12 months?
So last 12 months, basically over-optimization at an on-page level and probably over-optimization at a link building level in terms of anchor text. So again, I think, sometimes it's not the fault of in-house SEOs. And I've got to stress this because, we work in an industry where we don't have we have guidelines to follow, but there's so many different ways that you can execute one job. So traditionally, people have stuck to things that have worked. Unfortunately, when you've put all your eggs in one basket, and again, you haven't diversified from 2 or 3 years ago, I feel those are probably the in-house SEOs that are feeling the pain now. And again, coming back to foundations and optimizing for different verticals, this gives me an opportunity to not just think about one type of link. I don't care whether a link has 0 metrics. I don't care whether a link is no follow. If the link is contextually relevant to a customer on the linking site, then I'd want that link to come through to cheap flights. So it's really about, for me, building a real, transparent, ethical link profile over time. Rome wasn't built overnight. It doesn't matter if you've got a £5 million budget. You're not going to be building 10 million links in a couple of months. You might be running an offline TV advertising in terms of branding. Now, Google's intelligent enough to know that if you're running offline advertising, right, and you get spikes in your link profile, that's likely to be associated with all this press and offline activity that you're going to be running. But unless you're doing those kind of things, unless you're a big brand, you might just be in the online space. If you're in the online space, you need to think about growing over time. It really, really frustrates me when I hear people say, I want 10 links this month. For me, it's not a number, it's about quality. And if it means that you get 2 or 3 links in a month that's taking you the whole month to get engaged with, then that's quality for me. And I believe that's a sustainable model moving forward.
And I think what's interesting is quality has changed just slightly in the SEO definition. Right? Quality is still a great quality website that's going to drive traffic. But the difference, I think, in the last 12 months is it doesn't have to have the keyword. In fact, you don't want it to because...
It's the contextual relevance of the landing page. So, I don't care what the link says. It could be a broken link text. For me, the linking page, assuming that's contextually relevant to the page that you're going to link out to, if they match themes, then Google's intelligent enough to spider through that content, make an association. The link's almost a byproduct. So the link, as you said, Jessica, is irrelevant. And I think that's the big shift in, for 2012. Again, it's very easy to overbake or get hung up over specific keyword variants. I'm guilty. I've done it in the past, but I've kind of tried to adapt, and I've tried to not go what everyone else is going for. I've tried to almost, again, diversify my own strategy and my approach to SEO. So, it's a forever learning curve. 2013 will be interesting, but for me, I think, you won't separate the men from the boys, but you really will have to pull your socks up in 2013 if you really want to survive in future years.
Yep. And then just to clarify, for those of you who don't understand why the contextual relevancy, meaning the keyword match anchor text, is no longer important, it's because it looks like it was created for SEO.
Absolutely.
And so what happens is your link building profile, when we look at all of your backlinks, they all say keyword, 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 keyword.
Correct.
That's not natural.
Yeah.
So what's happening is a lot of companies actually need to go in and they're dirtying up their link profiles.
There might be a mixture of click here, read more, www.brand.com, totally mixing it up. So,
so for the first time ever in SEO, sometimes we're, saying thumbs up to click here and learn more in our link text.
That's right. Whereas, going back 5 or 6 years, we'd be like ready to stab ourselves every time we saw a click here. It was like the worst thing ever. I mean, I hate Marmite and I hate click here, but now I'm a lover of Marmite and I love click here. So, like I say, it's about diversification.